fact, there was even a first century Jewish philosopher named Philo of Alexandria who was trying to merge some of these Jewish Old Testament ideas and Greek philosophy together. And check out what he had to say. Now, we don't know whether or not John knew who Philo was. They're writing around the same time. But Philo thought it was the concept of this Logos, which he specifically called the firstborn of God, that bridged the gap between the holy creator God and the material world. This is what Philo of Alexandria wrote sometime in the first century. So I'm just showing you guys how this is a really important idea John's grabbing onto. This is what he wrote in the first century. The Logos of the living God is the bond of everything, holding all things together and binding all the parts, and prevents them from being dissolved and separated. So this is a term that's loaded with meaning, whether you are a Jew or a Greek, Roman, Gentile. And John's drawing on this depth of meaning to say two things. Jesus is more than a wise rabbi, and yet, to those Gnostics that are saying he's just spiritual and the world is evil and broken, he's correcting them by saying, no, it is through Jesus, the Word, that God's good world and creation came to be.
John and the apostles of Jesus were not Greek philosophers. John is referring to the beginning, when God created all things through his memra. The meaning of logos or word used in John 1:1 is speech, utterance, that God spoke at the beginning. The logos is the most common Greek word for word. It appears over 200 times.